People deluded. Now we need a centre half, and I don't think we can get this centre half because he's getting a lot of admirers. Cristian Romero. Now I've only seen him this season, and I haven't watched him religiously. I've seen couple highlights and I've seen couple general games. Like I remember the game against Juventus where he did a good job, if I remember correctly, against Cristiano Ronaldo. And I think he could be a centre half that clubs should look at. He'll definitely get looked at by the bigger clubs in Italy because he hasn't made that many appearances. I mean, he's made 11 appearances so far for Genoa, so he's still got a long way to go. He's only 20, but I like him a lot. He's 6'1", he's decent in the air, South American, Argentine, not been capped yet, but he's aggressive. He's, by the same logic, he's got a lot to develop. The best way to describe him would probably be a young Koscielny, in the sense that when Koscielny came, he was very rash. I see a lot with that. I might not be putting myself in a good shout, and you lot might be thinking deluded. I normally trust your opinion, but what are you talking about with this one? Tiny bit reminds me of Rojo in the sense of he does things that you can't really account for, and he is a bit reckless at times. But I see the right word would be an aggressive front-footed defender. He's decent in the air. He likes to get tight, but by the same logic, he concedes a lot of fouls and he vacates his position a lot. But I do think this is someone that's got a lot of potential, people. He's decent with the ball at his feet as well. He's not the most expansive, but he's not afraid to bring it out from the back and try and play if it warrants. He's got bravado, to be fair with you. That's what I like. He's got that South American passion and the bravado. He wants to take on responsibility. He behaves. He shows his immaturity with the recklessness and the committing fouls and the aggression, which would be leading to free kicks and yellows and suspensions in the Prem. But I like it. I like him. He loves a sliding tackle. He probably needs to improve that, because I remember a certain Maldini once saying, I love slide tackles myself, but as a Sunday League footballer, when I saw Maldini or the comments say, if I have to slide tackle, I've made a mistake, it really stuck with me and made me think you don't always need to go to ground. And you don't need to be honest, but I just like that, innit? Like, I like that. So, yeah, man. If he could stop diving in, the main one for me, there's a player in there, and he's probably not at the level of Juventus and Inter Milan and these top sides, which have probably got one eye on him, but he could develop into that. He's 20 years of age. He's a good tackler. He's 6 foot side. The ball playing is not expansive, but he can play out from the back. And we either need to get these sort of guys with potential before they develop, or we need to sign a different profile. So, again, there's not much more to say on that. I just wanted to speak about him, to be fair with you. So I'm not even going to keep too much of your time here. He's just a good player in my opinion. And if you're a Chelsea fan, on top of obviously they're looking at a lot of Italian league based players, he actually allegedly is a Chelsea fan, or came up as a Chelsea fan at one point. So obviously it doesn't matter what clubs football fans support and them things there, but that could be something of joy with Chelsea. And I could almost write an article for the Sun or Daily Mail. I mean, sorry, Zola, they've been linked with Barella, Italian contingent, Italian league players. You see how it spells itself. But in short, people, I've been impressed with a couple of the appearances I've seen from him. Out of his 11 appearances, I've probably seen three at most, maybe if you call it 3.5 with some highlights. So my knowledge ain't the best on the player, but what I've seen, I see someone with a lot of potential. Obviously, as I watch him more, my opinion is going to improve and things like that, and that's all scouting essentially is, people. But for now, anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You lot probably know the player more than me. You lot are better scouts than me, because you're always telling me and asking me to talk about these sort of players and players in general. So, yeah, man, there's not much more to say on that, so I'm going to get out of your hair. So, people, deluded, stay safe and them things.